Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries to kill you. But with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup. We finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap that can lead you astray. Sneering this shit through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. I am Universe Badger. We have Moon Tortoise.
I'm going Moon Tortoise noises.
Moon Tortoise noises. And then we have DDH the Bubble. And with DDH the Bubble, we have a noise now. So DDH the Bubble, and we're going to go bloop.
Oh, we got it. Did you get that, boys? Oh, yeah.
Boing. All right. Tonight is going to be a good conversation. We're about to have a deep good conversation. So, welcome to the People's Podcast with the ears that will listen, where your opinion matters. Tonight, we step into the topic that hits close to home for many. Habitual misery, why people keep doing what hurts. We've all watched someone repeat the same energy and cycle in the same choices and the same heartbreaks. Some of us are living it right now. Comfort in chaos, fear of change, emotional patterns passed down through generations. These cycles grow roots when we refuse to face our truth, Tonight's show is powered by Shimmerwood Beverages, CBD infused seltzers. In the can that helps you breathe through the chaos.
Oh,
Go get yours tonight and use our promo code the people and
the
get
people.
30% off. The people. Okay, so when you hear habitual misery, what do you think?
I have a lot of experience with it. I don't ever like to be personal. And I had a couple people say, "Why don't make it about you?" So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to make it about me. But then I heard a whole bunch of other people say, "We want to hear your personal take on things," and that is a very good synopsis of how confusing the world is. So in that same vein, yeah, it's patternistic. We get into states where we kind of self-deprecate and almost feel good doing the bad things, right? I did that a long time. Once again, with or 6 minutes. Well, alcohol. That was a big thing for me. I just kept living in it, and I thought I was having a good time, but I wasn't really having a good time. And that can be applied to just anything besides alcohol too. I shred my fingernails; they hurt. I think it feels good because I'm doing it. Why did I do that? It's just little patterns that we get into, and they can be small, like shredding your fingernails. They can be completely roadblocks in your life if you let them become that big. And I think they start small. Let's discuss it.
Welcome, family, SGF Graham.
No.
Peace. How y'all doing?
All is truly well. So, habitual misery. Why do people keep doing what hurts? What do you think that is, SGF Graham?
Because they don't know no better. They want to do better, but they don't know nothing else because they stuck in that loop. They stuck in that program that their body says is comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. I think habitual misery is not laziness, weakness. It's patterns. It's going to what you feel comfortable. It's predictable situations. It's knowing the outcome. We're going to do this and put up with this and sacrifice our own being because we know how terrible this will be. This is familiar to us. Becomes habit forming. A lot of people do it because they know no better. They don't know the generational curses that they have to break. What's Liz say?
Liz says, I think people are really afraid of change, even if it's a good change. Yeah, that's a part of it for sure.
I've noticed that comfort becomes a cage that people stay in. Because fear is change. Change is fear. And if I had a choice, would I do something where I don't know the outcome? Or would I stay where I'm familiar with the outcome, even if I'm miserable?
I feel like people don't even know because the program they're stuck in it. Like mentally they strive to go somewhere else or be somewhere else or be something in life, but because they're stuck in the pattern of the things that's told to them, it is what it is. Hey, some people don't get it. Hey, some people don't make it. Hey, this, that, this. They put their category into some people, and they keep the hope alive in their mind, but they don't even go to break the patterns or whatever. They don't try nothing new. They don't go out and speak to different people. They move in the loop of insanity, basically, or whatever. Their brain is trying to tell them one thing or whatever, but their whole actions is still doing the everyday thing, expecting their brain to go poof and pop up this outcome.
So I agree with you on majority of all that, except for the fact that the brain. I think the brain is in survival mode all the time, and I think a lot of people's brain learn chaos way before they learn peace. So peace is foreign to them, and they're going to what is comfortable, what they're already familiar with, which is chaos. And our brain is always in survival and fight or flight, whatnot. It's always knowing how to get out of something or try to avoid something before it comes. I don't even think it really overstands on how to get out. I think it mostly overstands in just how, familiar it is with chaos. It's so comfortable in chaos that it's used to that. That's familiar to it. Now, if your brain knew peace way before it knew chaos, then you wouldn't have that. You would have healthy boundaries. I didn't have healthy boundaries because my brain knew chaos before it knew peace. So I repeated patterns. I got stuck in generational curses. I became habit forming and stayed, even though my heart knew, the real brain knew, my nervous system, my gut, my heart knew that I deserved better, but I allowed this to tell me, why would you go to somewhere else? Because it's unfamiliar. Stay where you know. Stay where it's comfortable. Stay where you know an outcome.
I'd encourage everyone to leave their hometown at least once.
So, what is the first question?
Let's see. Where are our questions? And we got more comments going on. We got the chat.
Nope, private right here down here. Yeah.
Man, the universe does not want you to read questions.
So the first question says, what does habitual misery mean to you? We did that. Why do people stay in a situation that clearly hurts them? We did that. Does familiarity sometimes feel safer than growth? Does it? Moon Tortoise?
Well, I'll start off by saying Harry the Cat, who I know very well, says, Leslie, I'm afraid of any and all changes, good or bad. And one more time with that, Kimberly.
Does familiarity sometimes feel safer than growth?
Yes. I think it's fair to say that a lot of people like that familiarity, maybe sitting at home and watching TV and stuff, after whatever they do, long day and stuff. It's not like when we're kids, right? When we're going to go out and adventure as much anymore. I've noticed that most, especially peers around my age, and it's fair. Not only are we getting older, but the fast pace of society and what we got to keep up with, and probably inflation. I'm not just going to say it. Makes everyone very tired. So it's easier to try and not change that. It's easier to try and not change jobs or leave where you're at or put things down because it's hard to pick it back up. I've had to restart everything a bunch of times, and it's a huge pain in the ass. And at the end of the day, I actually thrive in what would look like chaos to a lot of people, like hitting the road with a guitar or something and camping out and hiding in gutters and stuff. Looks crazy, but I mean, it's traveling or whatever. Maybe doing that a little safer in the future is a good idea, but I don't know. I do like change too, and I don't like change. I think it's fair to be human. I think we got to embrace both of them and kind of dive in head first into a lot of things. Cautiously.
So, SGF Graham, how does self-worth influence the choices that we repeat?
How do what? Say that again.
How does self-worth influence the choices that we repeat?
Self-worth, it influences a lot because my self-worth can sometimes be looked at as arrogant or egotistical, but I hate familiarity because of it, because I know my self-worth, so I'm ready to go and get it at all times or whatever. If I'm familiar with it and I'm stagnant, that's because there's nothing there for me left. So it's time for me to change. So I hate sitting in the stagnant. I'm complete opposite of Henry when it comes to that. But at the same time, I don't feel like just because I have self-worth, I'm not gonna find somewhere that I want to stay, or where that I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is the zen for me. This is where I want to be. So that is still the ultimate goal. So don't let me sound like, oh, just because you like where you at, you're not whatever that I am or whatever. That's not the case. It's just for me, my self worth won't let me. There's nothing for me to sit in the familiar things that my self worth allows.
I can agree with that too. Not knowing myself, and I want to answer on that one too, because I think that could be a big one that we all could answer on. Me not knowing myself made me not realizing my worth, not realizing that I deserve better, not realizing that I had to break things that made me cause pain or made me feel pain, because I thought that with love was pain. I thought they came hand in hand, like the yin and yang. There's nothing's perfect. You're gonna have hard times and whatnot, and you're not everything's not gonna be this way. And sometimes love hurts. That's how I was told when I was younger. And sometimes women have to sacrifice things to put up with things and stuff like that. And then when I got older and I started loving myself, I've realized I'm tired of repeating cycles. I realized that I'm tired of settling, even though I always told myself I'm not a settler. I didn't have healthy boundaries because I didn't think I deserved them. I thought that because of things I'd done in my past and who I was as an individual, that I wasn't entitled to have that love and appreciation that I give. I didn't think that was something that I was going to get. And I get it. I get it. People make mistakes, and I get it. People are trying to heal and become better people. But if you're hurting someone you love, then, and it's a repeated cycle, and you're going to continue doing it, it becomes a pattern and it becomes habit forming. And then you teach that person, this is what I'm acceptable. This is how you should treat me because I'm allowing it. And when I didn't love myself, I didn't think I didn't deserve anything better. I didn't know my worth. Moon Tortoise, do you think that go ahead, SGF fan.
I wanted to read Liz comment and respond to it.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't see it, so all I see is private chat where the questions are.
And Liz, it says growth is usually painful, so something familiar that doesn't accurately cause pain is preferable. I think we chose partners that comfort us rather than challenge us to grow and expand. You see, honestly, all that you said is straight up program, because I thought the same way at one point in time until I understood why aren't you challenging me? Why are you letting me get away with this? How come every time I try to speak truth into you jump into defense instead of listening? And so I started changing my expectations or whatever, and no, growth doesn't have to be painful. Growth, we choose to be painful because we choose to be hard headed. Whatever, when you let go of expectations and ego things as this person is mine, or things like that, because no person is yours or whatever. You can't manifest a person. You can't do none of that or whatever. The person is their own person or whatever. Once you let go of all of that, then it's not that hard to let go what's not for you. It only is because of the expectation of the person, or you want to be in control of when it ends, or you wasn't ready to let go. It if it caused confusion, then it's not of the universe, it's not of one. So once you reprogram yourself to that, then the next time you hear somebody say what you just said, you'll be like, oh no, that's wild. Like, that used to be my program that shouldn't be a program that exists. That's all I have to say on that.
About that last comment, I feel
Before you
also
get to
want
the
to
last,
know
before you get to the
what's
last
it.
comment, go ahead. Before you get to the last comment, I want to say something too. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say it says growth is usually painful for something. With others that challenge us, that is important too, because I don't know, you hang out with somebody who throws things at you all the time in one way or the other, and yeah, it can be wild and scary, but it's also fun. And I guess I have some experience with that. But the other person who commented always pushes me to do better and lift myself up. And we get a lot of people actually get so beaten down and full of PTSD and things. I've noticed that they can't respond to positivity, kindness, and able to take compliments or anything like that. And I was like that for a long time. And being able to be okay with somebody in that aspect is really scary. And I'm glad I took the dive to do that, because it feels really good.
Before we get to the next question, I know it was stuck in your head and you were stuck on that for a minute, but before we get to the next question, I want to talk about that too, because um I didn't get to see her comment, and then I had to really hurry up and urinate, so I was focused on urinating. So I heard what FGF Graham said, and I wanted to absorb what she said too, because growth may be painful. It may be, but that's only because it's the unknown and you're not used to that. You have to be uncomfortable in order to get comfortable, to get uncomfortable again. But it doesn't mean that it has to hurt. If you see someone that's trying to give you better and want better for you, I agree with that. If you have a partner that really wants to see you do better and gives you comfort, then I love the challenging. I want some to challenge, but I want them to challenge my mind, not my respect of myself. I want them to challenge me in a positive way to help me think better and grow, like this way, not challenge me this way where I start shrinking down so I could fit into their narrative. So I'm agreeing to all that. But a lot of us don't realize that love don't hurt. You hurt yourselves by trying to get what you want from someone else, because your expectations of someone else should be greater than what they think of themselves. You can't expect someone to walk on water if they don't realize that they can walk on water, and they think every time they step on water, they're going to drown.
Oh, I still want to add to that when you're done for this, or move to Badger if I can.
No, you can. I'll let you, because I know I have ADHD too. So go ahead.
No, it's all right. I like the whole walking on the water thing. When love starts to like hurt, I've seen it mean it's over, but it doesn't always mean it's over. That can be love hurting, means that love needs to be more communicative, to not hold back those feelings that you are holding back. Maybe I had some really big discussions lately on things that I've been holding back, and that shit was scary. I think the biggest thing that scares me is being honest with people, and not about like oh, I stole from you or something. It's not like that. About my own emotions. It's scary to let people inside your mind a little bit, but once again, it feels good when you start doing that, and because of that, it really reduces that traction, that grit that you feel with others in any kind of relationship. Being communicative about yourself to make others feel comfortable. I love that.
And I want to talk on a personal experience real quick for me. I have people in my life that can say something to me and they feel that I will not receive it positively. And I love myself so much and I love them so much. So anything they say to me is not going to be an attack on me, because I know they equally love me. Now, You can tell the difference between someone that is trying to have a conversation to communicate with response, emotional, because we didn't do a good job on the subject last Tuesday. We're gonna have to do it on the following Thursday of talking about emotional intelligence. And you can tell when, pardon me?
I just said for sure.
And you can tell when someone doesn't have emotional intelligence because they come from their ego and their pride. And when they're talking, oh, this is all about me. Everything's about me. Me, 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 me. Even when it has nothing to do with them, they still put themselves in that situation. Well, I did good without a mother. I did good without a father. You might had, but the other person that you're in a relationship with shouldn't have to feel that way because you felt that way. I know what it's like because I've slept in a car, so it's okay to sleep in a car. I want to sleep in a car, please. I really do. For the rest of my life, I want to sleep in a bus, please. But at the end of the day, I'm not expecting the person that everybody else in this world wants that, because some people will want to vote. Some people want to stick in this matrix ideal of life and, have a big fancy home and all this other stuff. Just because I don't doesn't make them wrong for wanting to. I'm going to come from my pride and my ego, and I can have conversations that go so smoothly that they don't even act like they're issues. I have them daily with people that respect me and that I respect. I was dreading having a conversation with Moon Tortoise. Well, I wasn't dreading it. I was just wanting to have this conversation with Moon Tortoise all day. Moon Tortoise was wanting to have this conversation with me all day. I ended up calling and said, real quick, I just want to talk to you about something, because we don't talk long time because neither of us have time for time. So when I'm talking to Moon Tortoise, I said how I felt, and Moon Tortoise said, oh, thank goodness, I was feeling the same way. That's
That was dope. You touched on two things that were, I'm not going to say what they are, but two things I was concerned about, and you brought them up when I was out of time to call you to bring them up, and then you called me to bring. I'm like, no shit, wow. So I got some people in the universe, and we're really in tune. This is good.
And that's how proper communications are, though. I'm not dreading having a conversation with people that are in my team because they're my team. If you're complaining about work all day, then change your job. Find one that you don't have to complain about. Find one that you find love in. I worked 19 years in the same field, not at the same job, because I wouldn't give a job more than 5 years of my time. You're lucky if you got 2 out of me, because I seen too much abuse and stuff. But I stayed in the same field because I loved my job.
I'd say the same thing. Strive for purpose, right?
Yeah. So what was the last question? I apologize. I just wanted to read that and absorb it and have a say on that also, what she said.
What was the last question? Where I despite having a private chat today, I'm not getting anything unless I text in there. The questions will not come up.
So I think the last one is, do people avoid change because they fear losing something or because they fear discovering who they could be?
Yeah,
do you think people avoid change because they fear losing something or because they fear discovering who they truly could become?
I think there's so many reasons. Why? I probably come up with a few. Losing themselves. I don't know. I think that. Why do I have to bullshit myself all the time? I think that the kind of society we live in wants you to be sedentary and doing a very specific thing. And I don't know. I think we're meant to be living in caves and by rivers, fishing and eating berries and growing our own fruit. So it's all kind of weird. It's meshing together now. So I think change kind of puts you out of your comfort zone in this world where we don't have enough time anymore and where everything is moving too damn fast. So I think that's a big reason too, maybe even time. But I think the first two things you said are valid reasons. But I think there's so many reasons.
So, Chef Graham, can I have your input on that one? Do you think people avoid change because they fear losing something, or because they fear discovering who they could become?
I don't think it's none that was said. I think it's one, they don't even know they need to change, and two, um, I had it in my head. One, they don't even know they need to change, and two, they don't even think they can change. It is what it is. It's a lot of it is what it is attitude.
Mm, I agree with that part, though. The is what it is. I heard that a lot. And you know what? I've also heard, I'm human. What do you expect? I'm human.
Yep.
It is
But
what it is by law.
it'll always be the person that's telling you that we're spiritual beings having a fleshly experience or a human experience, but they always react to everything so humanly, I guess. It's,
You talking about me?
nah. It's a lot of the world. I even have to check myself. I have to check myself sometimes,
Just kidding, I
like
don't feel like that.
It is what it is just the serenity prayer condensed. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it really is. It works better than for me in certain aspects.
I had a
If y'all
conversation.
know that one.
I had a conversation with someone who's dear to me. Um, a really close individual, dear to me, just dear to me, and we're talking about them being afraid of who they truly are because they believe that they're a god. But with that comes with responsibilities, and they're afraid of not having control over that. They're afraid of not fulfilling that or losing control over that. And I explained to him, fear is being afraid of something you know nothing about. Because can you tell me what it is that you're afraid that you won't have control over? And they said, well, I don't know. I said, so if you don't know, that means you're afraid of what? Because you don't know what it is. You're afraid of not knowing. When every day we wake up not knowing. Go ahead.
Here you gotta understand that just because we made it cool to change what something means doesn't really mean that we change what something means. What is it is what it is originally I don't care what happens, I don't care what's true or not, I give up type. It's
But
not really serenity. It fits in the
it's
vibe
never.
of it fits in the vibe to me. It fits in the vibe when people say that's sick, and they really saying that's good, that's that's nice, that's I love that, but they'll say that's sick or that's bad or that's nasty, and it's really in a positive connotation, but the word is still the word, no matter what we reinvent it to be.
I've
Wherever
heard it. Oh, I'm sorry.
you said what?
So I've heard it in so many positive lights, though. Actually, I've heard it in more positive lights than negative. You know, working with like people
That
who framing stuff and stuff.
that's
I've actually,
that's
it
because
is what it is.
it's because we've became we've learned how to take negative stuff and use it for positive. I mean, look at the N word when it comes to us. We use it now for endearment. whatever, like we we just know how to do that, or whatever. That's what we as a collective do, or whatever. Things get so bad, we change the definition of it so we can have some type of positivity going on, and then it becomes to the point the next generation don't even necessarily know that that was real negative back in the day. Well, because we flip it to mean positive so much, whatever, but it don't mean that the word change. It just, will people feel the pain that using painful words to mimic positive stuff? That might be, now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds like trauma to a whole group of people, or whatever, that we can easily take words of negativity and switch it to positive
We have
because we're
that power.
tired of, yeah, trying to change the power just because of how much power it had over us in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
But
Where,
But
but that's way too much thought for what I said. Hell, is what it is. It's just a condensed form if you really want to boil it down. Because I don't use the first form of it, the Serenity Prayer at all, for that matter. It's just accepting the things you can't change. You can say it is what it is instead of throwing a wrench or punching a wall and hurting yourself. It's a good way to blow that steam off.
I
okay,
mean,
but if
I
words
mean,
are powerful, if words are powerful, and you use the same negative word and try to put it in a powerful aspect and use that in a positive light, the universe ain't gonna see it that way. It's still negative. We're
But
trying to
you can
make it a
say it to
positive.
yourself.
I,
Sure.
I would say one that I would feel like what you're saying, and you might say, hey, well, it is what it is. It's not cussing, but what I feel like what would be the more appropriate, and I wouldn't give a damn how nobody would say it. Fuck it, let
Yeah.
go, let God. Or where like with fuck it is like the terminology, the hood term for let go and let God. Whatever, like I'm done dealing with it.
Sure,
Well,
but I
that
don't say fuck it to kids though.
shit, I wouldn't. Ah, I'm different.
Or it is
I
what it is.
see.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm
I
different.
actually will. I'd rather say fuck it than say motherfucker or son of a bitch. What they
Like,
really truly mean, because they
like,
truly really mean something negative, but yet we're going around trying to bring it into something positive because there's so much negative in this world. But at the end of the day, it still means what it means.
like, I understand profession, but if my kids stub their toe and said shit, I'll probably chuckle. Or whatever, if they looked at their brother and said, you little shit, now I got an issue with them. See, that's cursing to me, or whatever, not the word itself, or whatever. They can call their brother an idiot, and I'm going to be on them. Or whatever, stupid. All those are cuss words when you're using it to attack somebody. Now it's cuss words, but in action, like showing how you feel, showing that, hey, this situation, I can say, hey, I ain't worried about what he's saying, or I can say, fuck what he's saying. Which one are you? Which one are people gonna take more serious? Forget what he's saying or fuck what he's saying or whatever. Like, so they all got their reasons. They all got their errors for what they're used for.
That's Henry's signal. I apologize, Liz. That's Henry's signal. Every now and then it pops in and out. It's Henry hates it.
I didn't know I had static.
It just pops in and out. You pop in and out every now and then.
Oh dear.
Not often.
Well,
Just
I tell you, I didn't actually expect that is what it is would be so controversial. I do, however, say that if it does have a negative connotation, that I always push free thinking and for yourself, and that's the way you can look at things. And it's good to take your own interpretations of it. It's good to listen to and digest everything. So if you can put a positive spin on something negative, I always feel that gets me through the day a little better than being negative. Maybe it'll shape dialect into a more positive format.
I
I
wish
guess because I hear it is what it is when I'm trying to talk positivity in somebody, or when I'm trying to tell them that the situation isn't that bad, and they kind of look at me like it is what it is, and I take it as basically like, hey, shut up, I done made peace that this shit's terrible, or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, well, you know.
I get where both you guys are coming. Listen, I don't like the thumbs. Someone gives me a thumbs, I think they're flipping me off. And it's not because they're probably flipping me off. To them, they're just being like right on. But to me, I'm like, what the? And I will come
Yeah.
undone and I'll move that icon off of the thing, and I will let them know how I was offended by it. And I guarantee you that wasn't their intent. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you're familiar with. If someone's using something negative into a positive form, I get it. But at the end of the day, the universe doesn't, though. The universe is a matter of factual universe. It sucks, but it is. And a lot of people are using words the wrong. I didn't realize it until somebody, and I'm going to say the word, I'm going to botch it. If you know the word, please correct me. Animosity, autonomy. It's the words. It's the meaning of words. Autonomy. Edamame? I don't know. I can't say it right. You don't know what it is? It means the meaning of words.
I'm hearing anonymity. Autonomy?
SGF Graham, do you know what it is?
I'd go look it up, but I can't.
SGF Graham, do you know what it is? Oh, I don't know. But anyhow, so a lot of people use words wrong. They really do, and they're not realizing it. And in a matter of factual thing, I think that if people learned how to use words correctly, maybe we would. But I mean, everything's wrong. There it is.
I was gonna say we need to learn the word for using one. Oh yeah, that's right. Not entomology, but etymology. I couldn't think of it. Thank you, Les.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I was close. I said entomology, but no, it's not entomology.
No, that's good because entomology is the study of insects, and the word's so damned close that really screws a lot of people up.
Okay.
I would say we really need the word to explain the words.
But that's the study of words, though. See? Through common usage, words change meanings. They do. And you can use this in the United States. I don't know where SGF Graham went, but in the United States, America is the only one that uses the word in many different forms. They can use the same word like read and read. It depends on the content of the word. It changes the whole word. And it's weird. We could do a whole podcast on it because it's very peculiar why people do what they do. But
yes.
what role does childhood or family conditioning play in keeping people stuck? Moon Tortoise.
What role does family conditioning? And what was the other thing?
What role does what role does childhood or family conditioning play in keeping people stuck?
The formative years of a human being are probably the most important for learning, and especially basic learning. I just, rough childhood, I've seen like 9 times out of 10 leads to a pretty rough adulthood. And it's absolutely conquerable, but you might have to put some work in and really get to understand some things. So everything. I've seen people from really good households too who really don't understand trauma. They don't understand that, like what happens from it. And I'm grateful for them that they never have to understand that. That's cool. But I've seen them be copacetic too. So it plays a huge role in just about everything. Raised by wolves, you howl.
So, SGF Graham, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
You want her to say that?
Say what?
What you wrote.
Oh no, I was saying, when you said the wrong word, I looked it up because I wasn't sure myself, and I was like, oh, I like that word. That's gonna be the name of one of my songs.
So
Yeah.
it's not the word that Liz said.
No, it's not the word that she said. I had looked up autonomy, and
That's I
Autonomy.
said autonomy.
That's
yeah, that
exactly.
wasn't the word. Autonomy
No.
means basically to self-govern.
You like that word autonomy?
Yeah, yeah. I
That's a
was
good
like,
one.
I never really knew what it meant. Well, I was like, okay.
Okay, I feel you.
Like automaton.
Okay,
Yeah.
SGF, do you think the role in childhood or family conditioning play in keeping people stuck?
Yeah, it plays a big role because a lot of times that's all you know. Um, the repeated cycle, the rat wheel, and even when you do figure it out, you probably was the black sheep already because you was already seeing that something was off and everything. So you was already probably treated as a little black sheep, but now you about to be further into the black sheep category, which can then make you a little nervous to even do what you have to do because you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be labeled. You don't want to hear all the little inside jokes that everybody got. And you stay stuck in the realm. Like I've talked to certain family members and I let them know that I know they can do the same thing I do. And the reason they do what they do is to keep it suppressed. And they let me know that, yeah, I'm right. But they still decide to stay where they at because it's comfortable, is what they know.
I agree. I'm gonna read mine in a minute, but Moon Tortoise, you want to read Liz's?
Yes. Okay, here we go. Let's blame. In our childhood, we get a sense of self, and we also get a sense of agency and self advocacy. If those things aren't developed, they really affect us as adults.
That's so true. And look what Kendall said, because Kendall is hilarious.
I like the word flabbergasted, F nugget. Meeting you, my bestie, with a whole lot of confusion on a good day. Oh, Kendall.
And then she
We
said,
love
I
Kendall.
didn't go to my aunt's funeral just to keep my peace. And I can receive that. I can receive that. My question is, do you believe people recognize their own patterns or do they need someone to point it out? And I'm gonna say both. I believe it's both because sometimes we're so close and invested into it that we don't realize that it is a pattern. We don't realize. I had so many people come to me and let me know why I keep bumping my head. I said today to somebody, I said, um, my son is disappointed in me. And I just thought about this when I was using the bathroom, when I was urinating. I thought, you want to know what? Maybe why I feel that my son, and he probably is, but you want to know why? Main thing is, I'm disappointed in me. We tend to mirror things within others. And when we don't know our self-worth, we'll see the negative in somebody and try to say it's them when it's really us, how we feel, because we reflect. I see it all the time. And I starting to realize that maybe my son isn't disappointed in me because he doesn't expect more from me because I didn't expect more from me, but I'm disappointed in me. And it just dawned on me that I am disappointed in me because I was doing patterns and didn't realize it and kept doing it and thought I was doing better. I thought I was doing the right thing. Again, repeated cycles and patterns again. And I got it. I got it. And so sometimes we need someone to tell us, and sometimes they tell us not in their words. They tell us in their actions, and we just find it within our own words. Life will tell us if we don't. If we open up and really pay attention, we get affirmations every single day. Every single day. We just have to shut the noise down and stop looking for the signals and start listening because they're there. So what do you think? Do you want to answer that question too, Moon Tortoise, or do you want to go to the next one?
No, I love that question. I would answer that. I think most often than not, it's column B. Kind of is the catalyst for column A into kind of looking into yourself. Like people will let you know what's going on with you, whether it's hurting them or especially people who care about you being around you will say, "Hey, what's going on here?" And then that will start you thinking about it. And then that actually, if you keep doing column A, it will put you on a good path to replacing bad habits with healthy ones and bad thinking patterns with healthy ones and trying to surround yourself with more uplifting people. And I think that's a damn good way to get through to it.
Yeah. So, SGF Graham, is healing uncomfortable because it requires accountability?
That's definitely one of the reasons. And it's not accountability of necessarily what you did to others, but accountability of the lack you take in your own life.
SGF Graham talked to me today and told me to get my shit together and stop being mean to myself. I said, okay. Just kidding. So, how can someone tell the difference between loyalty or self-neglect, Moon Tortoise?
How can you tell us loyalty or
Or
self neglect?
Yeah.
How can someone tell the difference?
Yeah.
Well, you know, with cups, right? You get two cups, equal amounts of water. That's where you want to be. Feeding into each other like that, right? That's the best way I can explain it. I mean, if you start emptying your cup, even if the person who loves you and is nice to you notices it, it starts affecting them. So you're not only neglecting yourself, but you're neglecting them too. And by neglecting yourself, you neglect people around you. Your mood, the way you affect it affects everybody. So you can be loyal as shit to somebody. You're going to be loyal right up to the point where your loyalty has pushed you into the grave or into a high stress situation, and that's not good for anybody. So being loyal is a hell of a good character trait, but you got to be loyal to yourself and others equally at the same time, like filling cups. I think that's a good way to explain it.
I like that. I like that analogy. I think that was perfect. So, SGF Graham, what is one cycle you broke that changed your life?
The newest one I broke. Thinking I always need somebody to accomplish my goals. Like I'm real big on teamwork. And at the end of the day, I can really do it on my own. A lot of the stuff that I want done with teamwork, I can do on my own. And that's really what was holding me back. If I'd have just did everything I can do on my own, that itself would attract the right ones to do the rest.
I like that. So we're going to start doing outcomes. We want to start doing resolutions. How can we do differently? So I want to start it off, and then I'm going to ask you, Moon Tortoise. For me, face the truth without excuses. Change begins when someone admits the patterns, not sugarcoating it. No stories. No, it's just how I am. Honestly, the doorway is healing. So what is a resolution to you
To
to
me,
stop,
a
yeah,
resolution,
to stop misery repeating itself and becoming habitual?
long-term accepting change with grace. Short-term for me, increasing my efforts to write things down on things that make sense and not like napkins and tables and walls and shit because I'm crazy. So that's been helping a lot. I'm changing.
SGF Graham, for you, what is a resolution?
Well, it's not good. I hope we don't gotta wait till the new year.
Was y'all talking to me?
Yeah.
A phone call was coming through, so I didn't know what was said.
We want a resolution.
The things that I do, stop and listen. Stop and listen is my biggest one. Um, and I'm not listening to anything that's going on around. I'm really quieting my mind, and after a good 30 seconds of quietness, whatever wants to creep in, if it's something negative, then let me work through it. If it's something positive, then let me sit on it. But you know, a lot of times to get out of the loop for me, especially when I know something is up. This whole loop is aggravating me. Just sitting down quiet, usually longer than 30 seconds, but 30 seconds is a start. Um, it allows me to sit back and be like, look at me, take the accountability on me. Like, okay, is this going on because of this person, or am I allowing this to happen? Like, am I not succeeding in this because of something I'm not doing or something I can't do? Like, I can sit there and start breaking things down so I can get out of that loop of waking up the same day, listening to the same beats, writing the same songs, and wondering why things aren't happening.
Okay. Read Kendall's Moon Tortoise.
Kendall Cobb says, being held accountable on your own empathy and emotions on a daily basis, keeping your own promises true to yourself. Thank you, Kendall.
And let's have positive thoughts real quick for Kendall. She has bronchitis. Healing energy. Healing energy to our sister Kendall.
Yep.
Healing energy. And what else did Kendall say?
Ooh. Oh, she said ooh, and I said ooh. Ooh. And the self-doubting family members as well. They can learn to appreciate what I do constantly. Negative with negatives doesn't serve a purpose anymore in my life.
Period. I want to up mine up too, because I'm learning this, and this is really important to me. I'm really learning this. Strengthen your self-worth. People stay in misery when they believe they deserve it. Rising self-worth dissolves attachments to suffering. You got to work on boundaries, which I don't even know what they are, so I'm learning them. Affirmations, self-honoring choices, and positive environments. I'm learning that. I'm learning that. So, give us a positive quote, Moon Tortoise, or message.
A positive message. Oh, fear is a mind killer. Work on not being too afraid of things because a huge percentage of everything that we're afraid of is probably not going to happen.
Say that again, because you bleeped out.
I said a huge percentage of the things we're scared of is probably not going to happen to you. So.
Ugh. So true. So true. SGF Graham, positive message.
If you maneuver right, bad times will bring good times. Remember that the light came through the darkness, and think about that spiritually and mentally.
I like that. Remember, healing alone is possible, although healing with guidance is powerful. Support carries accountability, clarity, and strength. Surround yourself around people that love you, because if you don't know your worth, come here and we'll tell you on the People's Podcast, because you matter and your opinion matters. Know who you are. Love yourself because you're worth it. Let me get to the outro real quick.
Oh, one more thing too. Thank you for all the listeners and people commenting and coming on. We absolutely love you. You're making the show worthwhile.
Oh, and also, what do we got? When is Lilith dropping?
Oh, that is Black Friday, 26th, which will be the online event screening, and it'll be very cool. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be making some promos for it. It's a movie I co-starred in, and it is rough. Don't bring the kids. If you like grindhouse horror movies, this is what that is. And we had a lot of fun filming it, and it's a blast. So yeah, it's Black Friday at 6 o'clock. And then I will find that and post that in the comments too.
And read Liz's positive message.
Oh, my positive message is that people are meant to love one another. Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'. Liz, I love you. You're new to the family, and I love you. Just know that. I love you. Good choices. Good choices he made. I love you.
That's Dumpster Phoenix, too.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love you more now. I got a whole story to tell you on a personal thing. I love you more now. You'll know later on. Thank you for joining us tonight on the People's Podcast with the ears that will listen and where your opinion matters. We step into the truth of habitual misery and explore why people return to pain even when they know it steals their peace. Awareness creates change, and every choice you make from this moment forward shapes the life you rise into. Tonight's conversation was powered by Shimmerwood CBD Seltzer for calm that helps you breathe deeper and think clearer. Enjoy 30% off with the promo code The People. The People. Thank you. Peace and love, everyone. Stay tuned.
Peace, peace.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you. But with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup. We finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah.
We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Steering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus. Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus. Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on, you tell the truth.